Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a long lost love reading. And so, for those of you that enjoy these types of readings, I do bring them forth periodically, and I just felt like I was in the mood for that kind of thing today. So, anyways, it's either going to resonate with you or it won't. So, just take what does and get rid of what doesn't. So I'm actually also bringing you guys this reading today because I am bringing it in place of a reading that I was supposed to do with my beautiful sister, Queen of Light 1111. We were supposed to collaborate today. We had everything all figured out. We, spent some time on the outline last night, put a lot of energy and heart, dedication into it. And we sat down to put it together. We started off with Zoom, then we switched over to Skype, and there was just all kinds of issues, whether it was my speaker or my camera or just trying to get it to work right. I don't know what happened. It just would not work right. So we spent quite a bit of time on that, but we both bring forth to the collective regular readings. And so we just had to break away from the energy and just chalk it up to maybe it was just a timing issue or just we're meant to collaborate at a different time. So we are still planning, of course, to bring something forth to you guys together. It's just not going to be today. So I just wanted to explain that to you guys for some of you that heard me announce that I was going to be doing something today with her. So anyways, we're just going to have to just chalk it up. It is what it is and just move forward with our days. So that's why I'm bringing you guys this lost love reading. So what is a lost love? A lost love could be somebody that you loved long ago, somebody that you still love today. This could be kind of like that concept of the one that got away. So we're not going to be going into their energy. We're going to go into a little bit of your energy as well and just kind of see what's going on with the situation. So you're definitely in separation and no contact with this person. So I wanted to kind of put that out there. And the cards that I'm going to be using, of course, will be listed down below. And I'll let you guys know what I'm using as I shuffle each deck. If you guys are interested in any of the decks that I have created, just go ahead and go to my website where you can purchase them. But email me if you're international and I'll send you a special link to order them, okay? So today's Orgonite, we are going to be using the Cupid's Rose. I just felt like this was appropriate for today's reading. This is from my friend Michelle from Wing and Bell. So I'll put her information down below. And this bracelet is called the Moon Dust, the Woman's Moon Dust bracelet here from Rising Sun Oracle. So yeah. All right, you guys, everything will be down below. Let's get started. So I'm literally just winging it because I just got off the phone literally with my sister, and we just needed to get started with our own reading. So I haven't even had a chance to figure anything out. I'm freaking winging it. Let's do it. All right. So let's take a look. What are the opening energies of this connection? Okay. So what does Spirit want us to know and understand as we are opening ourselves, our energies, just our understanding to this reading today? What are the energies of this connection at this present time? So let's get into it. What are we going to use here? Let's go ahead and go into this. I'm feeling this. This right here is called the Psychic Heart Tarot and Oracle deck by John Holland. And this right here is called the Energy Oracle cards. So what is the opening energy for this connection currently between you and your person? What does this energy look like? Okay, so this one immediately wants to come through, you guys. There's a lot of fear, 9 of Swords. So for whatever reason, Spirit wants to bring forth that a lot of people, well, not a lot, the two of you, because remember, this is connected energy. The two of you are experiencing some sort of cycle of fear. Do you see how we have that moon cycle there? Somebody's really in their headspace. You guys could be having sleepless nights. You guys could really be up in your head and worrying about something connected to this person and vice versa. So let's go ahead and get another card here. Yeah, see, it's both of you. It's not, that's what Spirit wants to make evidently clear to you right now from the get-go before we even get started, is that if you've been questioning whether or not your person is bothered by your separation or bothered by what's happened between the two of you, worry no more, because I feel like it's being confirmed here that that's the situation. Both the yin and the yang energies, masculine and feminine, are both feeling it. We also have the number 22. So to me, there's definitely some sort of a master energy here, needing to master something over our fears connected to this person. That's what I'm seeing here. All right. Let's go ahead and get another message here. What else does Spirit want us to know and understand at this time about our connective energy? Okay, so yeah, there is a lot, there's a lot of anxiety about reaching out. Do you reach out? Do they reach out? You know, what will happen if you reach out, or what will happen if they reach out? Somebody fears like their darkest fears. Okay. And this could be your darkest fears that this person does reach out. Kind of like you've always wanted it, but now that it's here, it's like, are you fucking ready? You know, are you? So anyways, that's kind of what I'm getting. Woman holding a heart. So do you guys see 44? So there's some double digits coming here. So what I want you guys to, you know, kind of recognize is that this could be Spirit's way right now of giving these numbers to you that are indicating something about this connection. So we've got 22 and 44. This could of course be coming up as 222444. Okay. Yeah, so woman holding a heart is the feminine. The feminine is holding the heart. Okay, that is her heart. Maybe her heart is on the line. This could be perhaps this masculine energy who is really feeling perhaps the feminine's heart space right now. So if this masculine is questioning whether or not he is understanding this feminine, or he's feeling her correctly, that he's perceiving her correctly, there might be some fears that he's not. You know, what if she hasn't forgiven me? What if she doesn't love me anymore? There's that kind of energy here. There's these questions. So that is the deal. So let's go ahead and get one last card, and we're going to shift gears. What is the last connective energy? We have joy and stability, 4 of Wands. So a lot of fours here. See that 444? That's a significant message, I feel, because the thing is, you guys, is sometimes when you do numerology, if you connect your you know, numbers, your birth dates, and you know, kind of reduce it down, and you've got like a 4 as your you know, kind of like your life path together. The 4s could mean something significant to you by taking your birthdays and putting them together and reducing it down to a single digit 4. So if you guys have done that with this person, and either any of these numbers really are coming up, I'm getting here that this is definitely your reading. Now that doesn't mean it can't be your reading if that's not the case, but there's definitely a lesson and some sort of a purpose energy under the numerology number 4 for sure, because it's coming up as the most repeated number here. So 4 of Wands, of course, for some of you out there, can see the 4 of Wands as a twin flame energy. So that could be something as well, especially with that masculine and feminine. And we have Archangel Raphael. Look at that, number 1138. So to me, when I just said that, we've got 1111 here, you guys, because not on this particular deck, but it does usually have 1111. So we've got 38, which is 11, another number 4, 4th chakra. Huge, you guys, huge confirmation for some of you out there that put numbers and things together. But Archangel Raphael is the angel of healing, but also the angel of miracles. So Archangel Raphael is actually with you and your person right now, helping you guys to heal these darkest fears that you're experiencing right now with one another. You know, you guys may really crave to have joy and stability and create a foundation with this connection and just feel really good in each other's energy again. But it might be that our darkest fears are keeping us from reaching out, and you guys are both feeling that energy. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into some more messages. So let's just see what your person's deepest, darkest fear is about you, and what your deepest, darkest fear is about them. Let's take a look. This right here is my twin flame shadows. What is their deepest, darkest fear about you? Deepest, darkest fear about you. And their thoughts. Even though I don't show it, I am sorry for how things went between us. So this is my number 2, and I'm going to use my number 1 for the heart space, but let's just go ahead and get a shadow connected to this. See, somebody has not told you that they're sorry. That's a huge thing. Somebody has not spoken these words and apologized to you. And that could really be eating them up as well and causing them to feel stagnation, causing them to feel kind of like, you know, they're in limbo, like this unfinished business between the two of you is what I'm getting here. So they haven't shown you, they haven't said it, but they are sorry how things went between the two of you. So again, somebody I feel wants to reach out and apologize to you, but they're not doing it. And you're not doing it either. So neither party is doing it. And so I feel like it is creating some sort of stagnation. So let's just go ahead and see what their heart space is feeling here when it comes to fear. Okay, so for whatever reason, we will be together again. So it could be that your person in their heart space, we did just get this message here. And even though I related it to the feminine in this situation, as in this is her heart's on the line, you could be the feminine that is holding this masculine's heart, you know? That's what I kind of get with this, we will be together again. But again, there's these deepest, darkest fears around this. We have emptiness. Yeah, somebody feels maybe kind of empty, kind of like, how the hell is that going to happen? You know, how would I even put that together? Maybe they feel like they're working with nothing. You know, they're kind of running on empty in that department. They might be fulfilled in other ways, and they might not be stagnant in other areas of their life, but for whatever reason, there's a stagnation with their connection with you. And I'm getting here that bothers them. It causes them to feel this emptiness, and they don't like it. So they might crave to be together with you again, or at least reach out to you to kind of fulfill this or fill this void that they're feeling. And they might be trying to do it on their own, which is fine as well. But there's just that little piece that's missing for them when it's connected to you specifically. Okay. So let's just see what your energy is towards them. What is your biggest fear towards this person? Okay. 2 want to come out, and I don't know why. We have void and medicating. So let's go ahead and get what your headspace is thinking. You're the only person who truly gets me. So this is the deal. I feel like for you, the viewer, you feel like this person is the only person that like truly resonates with you. Now, you may be medicating yourself with other things. This could be alcohol. This could be drugs, sex. This could be other relationships. I don't know why, but Peach is just really howling right now. Anyways, sorry, guys. So you feel like this person is the only one that you really deeply connect with. But again, you feel this void. And so what you've done in this void with them is you've medicated yourself. You may have gone into other situations to medicate yourself, make yourself feel better. But what it is like there's this empty space that you also feel with your person. You're medicating, and they're also feeling some sort of, just some sort of an emptiness as well. So I feel like you guys are both feeling empty and a void. Emptiness in this void and distance between the two of you. All right. We also have the energy of cowardly. I'm not surprised to see this here because I did see the 9 of Swords, which is darkest fears. Both people have a lot of fears around this each other. So you're afraid. You're afraid perhaps to maybe open up your heart again to this individual is what I'm seeing here. And if they are sorry about something, but they've never apologized to you, there might be something that they did. If I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. I feel like there's also some regret on your part because maybe there were certain ways that you acted, some unhealthy ways, because I'm kind of getting this energy of unhealthiness here, perhaps, when the two of you did spend time together. And so you may have wanted another opportunity to show this person that you're not the same person that they remember, okay? So yeah, you guys are both kind of mirroring each other. It did come up immediately with the yin and yang, but Archangel Raphael is here in the mix, just really trying to help the two of you to gain some sort of healing with yourselves. So that way, perhaps you guys will have what it takes in order to reach out to complete whatever this cycle is, or to, pick up this unfinished business and just complete a cycle is what I'm seeing. So, all right, let's take a look and see how is your person specifically viewing you at this present time. How do they see you in their mind's eye? Okay. When they think about you, what does this energy look like to them? This is the Oracle of the Mermaids, and we're going to use the Mermaid Tarot to clarify. When they think about you in their headspace, what does this energy look like? Okay, so we have honor the masculine. So the thing is that they could actually see you as kind of masculine. And I don't mean that in, a way to where they see you and they think you look like, like if you're a woman, they don't see you and look look masculine to them. You might be very beautiful, or you may be very feminine, but your energy might be very dominant, okay? And that might be something that turns them on. Maybe it threatens them. You know, whatever this is, though, this is an energy where they're definitely maybe taking notice of how in control you happen to be at this present time. And they could just be really sensing this, because if you guys are not speaking and you guys don't have any way of knowing this about each other, they could just be sensing this energy that you've shifted, that you've changed. I also have this energy too, where they might view you as somebody who is maybe ready to be in a relationship or to be serious, because maybe you were not before. So I'm getting that as well. Combined with the King of Pentacles. Very interesting here. Wow. So there is something to me. So your person is seeing you as a king, as a masculine. Maybe you have financially gotten your life together. You have built an empire. They might be seeing you as somebody who is ready now, somebody that they could be serious now with, that they couldn't be serious with before for whatever reason. I just kind of get this energy here where they're ready to honor you, and they're ready to basically be serious with you, which maybe they were not able to do before. So in their heart space, how are they feeling at this present time towards you? Okay, so this person is yearning for you. They're longing for you. There's an undesired separation. So they are really feeling it, you guys. I'm telling you, I can't make this shit up. That's why I'm just like, you know, doing all this on camera so you guys could see the way it's just kind of, you know, just laying out. I don't know why I can't talk, but it's just like, yeah. And another number 4 with that 40 here. So to me, this is just like somebody who's in this energy that's just, it's a bummer. It's a bummer that you guys are in this separation. It makes them sad. And I'm obviously getting it's making you sad as well. And maybe they don't know that. Maybe they do know that. Yep, look at that, you guys. 5 of Cups. Doesn't get sadder than that. That's like a bummer card, a real bummer. It's a total disappointment with how things went, how you guys went into separation, maybe even how long the separation has been. So, yeah, it's definitely tough. So this is a 10 and a 40, but I'm getting here a 5. So 1 plus 4 is 5, and then another 5. 5s indicate change. So I do see that people want to change these circumstances. They no longer want to be in this energy. So at the very beginning of the reading, I was tapping into your person's energy, which was telling me that there is something that they want to kind of, like a cycle that they want to finish with you. There's this feeling of unfinished business that kind of is lingering for them. Now, it doesn't mean that they are, you know, they're not able to sleep, even though, yes, we did get the 9 of Swords, but it's not like they can't move on and move on with their lives. You know, you may have moved on with your life and so have they, but there's just still that kind of inner tug that's just always there. And so it causes people to want to come to some sort of resolution. And that's just what I'm seeing here. Hey, all right, so let's go ahead and see what the energy here is in physical form. We have Farewell to the Moon. Okay, so what I'm getting here is where your person is at right now with you, where they're at with the circumstances in the physical world, because you guys are not together. What I'm getting here is that they're willing to basically just walk away and honor the cycle of this connection and what it may have taught them or what it's teaching them now. So I don't feel like your person is here to destroy your life. I don't feel like they're here to create any drama for you. I don't think they're here to, you know, fuck with you or anything like that. I just feel like they're maybe looking for closure as well. And so that's kind of why maybe something is drawing them in the physical world, either, you know, towards you or just thinking about you suddenly. But they're willing to say farewell also to the Moon, which is illusions and lies and deception, wanting to be clear and walk towards the Sun's energy. I'm not doing any kind of reversals, but I do think it's interesting that that did want to come up in the reverse. So I'm going to read both, actually. 8 of Cups to me is somebody who is leaving someone behind. Like they're going off, they're going towards, wow, that's interesting here. This is somebody who is going towards the Moon. They might be stuck in that Moon's energy and they don't want to be stuck in that anymore. So they really want to find some sort of closure. This is a masculine that's sleeping, and that's the feminine that's walking away. So I kind of get this energy here that this feminine may not have given closure to this masculine. But I'm getting vice versa as well. Maybe she walked away. Maybe she had to walk away for whatever reason. This is an 8, and 1 plus 7 is 8. So we have some repetitive numbers that keep coming up. Eights, to me, they're something that's just, going through the same thing over and over again. People want to break a cycle here. The moon is all about cycles, the cycle of just kind of not knowing, kind of just trying to figure it out. I feel like your person wants to break out of any kind of energy that's causing them to feel confused. That's what I'm seeing here. But it did want to come up reversed. This person, I feel, is having a difficult time walking away. They may not want to walk away. They may want to come back, is what I'm getting here into your life. So I'm kind of getting some mixed signals here. All right, so let's go ahead and get one last message. This is how they feel with you when it comes to like your soul energy, soul to soul. We have guide. They might see you as somebody who's a guide. 3 plus 8 and another number 11. So a spiritual guide. There could be something about you where, you have done a lot of work on yourself, or you're a very spiritual person. And so they could see you as somebody who's one of their allies, like somebody that they can trust, somebody that has something to offer them, to help them, guide them on their journey or something like that. Okay. So this card wanted to flip out on my lap. And so I'm going to take it. We have the Tower. So this is the deal. I feel like this person on a soul level is being guided right now to make a move. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that this person might be guided at this time to do something that is, and I don't want to say reckless, because I really don't feel like anybody's trying to screw anything up for anybody, but I feel like they feel guided to do something that might be shocking, which is reach out, which is make contact, which is apologize. And you never thought in a million years that this person was ever going to fucking apologize to you. It's that kind of energy. So it's like your energy and your spirit and your essence and who you are and where you're at on your own soul journey is guiding this person back into your life. And so there's going to be some sort of a shakeup in this dynamic and this connection. And I'm getting here that your person wants that, because at least they'll kind of get some sort of understanding or maybe even closure. So that way they can finally just kind of walk away for good and just feel good about, sometimes people just want to apologize and give that closure, right? Could be though that there's something else that happens as well, because this is like major change and transformation. Yeah, that's what I see. And I'm also getting to like maybe their overall energy towards you is that you have transformed them on some sort of level just with your energy. Wow. Okay. So let's now get into your energy. Come on, Indy. I don't know why the cats are just howling right now. I don't get it. So they've been quiet all morning and then they just want to go crazy right now. Okay. So let's go ahead and see how you are viewing your person. How you see them when you think about them. Okay, so we have Sanctuary. So Sanctuary is just kind of like somebody who's feeling better to be in the shadows, remain hidden, remain withdrawn. Now, obviously, we know that something has happened here because your person, even though they don't show it, even though they may not have apologized to you, that they're sorry about something that happened between the two of you in the past. So again, you could be wanting to protect your heart from this individual. You might kind of feel, you might even fantasize that this person comes back into your life and apologizes to you. But then that could literally open up Pandora's box of your heart, something that you just aren't sure that you could, you're just not sure whether or not you can handle it, right? Like, are you ready for this person to come back? Kind of like be careful what you wish for. And I don't get that this person's going to hurt you again. I'm really not picking that up on the energy at all. But it's just kind of like, oh shit, what are you going to do now? I mean, let's just say you have to make some tough decisions that could create some sort of shakeup in your life. Are you ready for that? Yeah, you definitely have this person in your mind. The King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups can be a watery person. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It doesn't have to be though, but you have a lot of emotion for this person. Like, you think about them. You might also, in a way, since you have pulling your energy away from them, you might know or be aware intuitively, or maybe just aware for whatever other reason, that they're going through some sort of transformation, that they are mastering their emotions, that maybe they are much more available to tap into their heart space than they were before. So you're just kind of taking care of you, relaxing, doing your own thing, minding your own business, respecting boundaries. This card does say boundaries. This person could be with someone else. Maybe you're with somebody else. Maybe it's both. Maybe no one's with anyone, but there could be that storyline somewhere. So you don't want to create any kind of issues, and neither do they, is what I'm seeing here. But this person's definitely on your mind. All right. What about your heart space, your feelings when it comes to this person? Yeah, so you're getting a lot of visions. You just have this intuitive knowingness. You could be dreaming about this person. This person could be dreaming about you. There's definitely something going on here. I have 28 and 37. So that's 10-10. 10-10 is coming up here for whatever reason. A lot of numbers here today. But yeah, you could be getting some intuitive hits. Your heart just knows. Your heart just understands what's going on with this person. You just know it. You're connected to them. You're connected to their energy. Maybe you've always been connected to this person's energy. And maybe they're just starting to wake up now and realizing that they're also connected to your energy. But we have the Two of Swords. So the thing is, your ego gets in the way. Every single time you get a vision, every single time you just kind of have that inner knowingness where you feel like you know what's going on. And we're not always meant to know exactly what's going to happen or what's going on with people, because we do have to respect boundaries of free will. We can't completely tap into other people's energy. If you do, you might be sorry, right? But what I'm seeing here is that this puts you at a crossroads. What you're seeing, what you're experiencing right now, it literally puts you at a crossroads. It puts you at a stalemate. So again, be careful what you wish for. Are you ready for this person to come back? Are you in a position for if they came back that it wouldn't scare the shit out of you, that you'd be ready to open up your heart space and trust this person again? So it's that kind of energy here, where it's like you feel, something is happening here. Something is shifting and changing, but yet you're also stuck because what are you going to do about it? And kind of like, well, what are they going to do about it? You're having all these visions, you're having all this intuition, these intuitive hits, but yet you're not seeing any action on their part either. They're not coming forward with that cup. They're not making contact with you. What I am getting in this reading, though, is that they're at least thinking about it. And I know that this is a storyline that a lot of people are just like, oh my God, same story. I've been hearing the same story over and over again. The thing is, if that seems to be the situation, I would definitely just kind of click off readings altogether, because, people read energies, and that's just the energy that just keeps coming up. It is what it is, right? So if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. But that's what I see here. I see somebody is just kind of very resistant to coming forward, because it frankly scares the shit out of them. And I'm getting this person scares the shit out of you too. There's just, and it's not like in a negative. What I mean is that there's a lot of fear here. People have a lot of fear, perhaps maybe of being rejected. Maybe you don't know that this person still cares about you, and they don't know that you still care about them. So literally, this is like two people that are like at a battle of the wills. I don't know if I can say one more time. I could, I think. Yeah, see, telepathy. I'm telling you, you know what's going on with this person. In the physical world, whatever they're doing, and you're also communicating with them. I'm getting here that you don't need to see this person in the physical world to pick up on what they're doing. You're telepathically connected to them. And whether or not they realize that they're telepathically connected to you, their higher self is communicating with you. So you're getting these pulses. You're getting this energy where you just know shit. You just know shit about this person. You don't have to see them to have this connection with them. Look at that Nine of Swords. My God. But again, there is that fear that you're wrong. There is that fear that they don't feel the same way that you do. There is that fear that you cannot trust your intuition and the things that you are getting at this time. I'm getting from Spirit, knock it off. You are the Queen of Wands, okay? So if you resonate with the Queen of Wands attracts everything to her that is meant for her. You could be literally, your energy could be attracting this person back into your life. And it's kind of like, now that it's finally here, you might be really questioning, oh my gosh, like, is this just a fantasy? Is this real? Is this something that I'm ready? I feel like there's a lot of fear now that's coming up because you didn't expect this to happen. That's what I'm seeing here with this. All right, last message, your soul to soul energy with this person. Yeah, see, there's definitely a connection here. Definitely a connection. I'm getting here that you've grown and they've grown. There's this like very nurturing energy. This card here screams feminine energy to me. So I feel like maybe the person watching this video considers themselves to be the feminine, and the person you're watching the video for is the masculine. Unless you're a masculine watching this, it will be vice versa. But yeah, there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of powerful energy that is literally being born right now in this connection. You feel it. But again, this baby is not ready to come out of the womb yet. So you're still nurturing. You're still taking care of yourself, sanctuary. You're still taking care of you, nurturing you. And I feel like on some intuitive level, you know that this person needs some time and space to continue to step into more of this king's energy. It's kind of like when this king is ready, he will reveal himself. He will make contact. And I feel like you're just kind of like, not like you're waiting and putting your life on hold. You're not doing that. But you're just kind of like, when this person is ready, they'll make contact. And if they never do, then it's not meant to be. And I feel like your person is in that same energy, where if they can find some sort of healing and closure on their own, they'll take it, and maybe they won't reach out. Or if this is something that continues to gnaw at them, they will perhaps reach out one day. Yeah, Six of Wands. I feel here your overall energy is very high vibe with this person. So a lot of energy that you're sending to them is very high vibrational. A lot of love, a lot of nurturing, a lot of peace. And that could be another reason why this person is suddenly feeling your energy so strongly, is because maybe you used to be in a very angry energy with them, and maybe you're not anymore. And so this makes a huge difference energetically. They feel like they can be more successful in this connection with you, whereas before they just felt nothing but defeat. Okay. Doesn't mean that they don't have fears, but I feel like something is shifting and changing in this connection right now. Energetically, people are responding to one another differently than they have before. Okay, so we've seen what Spirit wanted you to know about the opening energies. We've seen the fears that you guys have towards one another. We've seen how you guys are feeling and seeing each other and experiencing each other's energies. So why don't we go ahead and see what this person has learned during the separation. What have they learned about what has happened between the two of you? What did they gain from all of this experience of the two of you together? Let's take a look. So let's go into my Twin Flame Oracle. We're going to go into my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. And we're going to go into this one here, the Arrows of Love. What has your person learned? Hey, Chips. What has your person learned? Wow. They have learned a different love language. That's amazing. I love to see this. Maybe your person's love language before, maybe that was just something that they were programmed to think that that's how they viewed love. That's how they maybe just were shut down. Maybe, I don't know. I just keep getting this energy here that they have like this feeling of wanting to have deep conversations now. Maybe they were not able to offer that before because they couldn't connect with themselves, or they couldn't connect with their heart spaces deeply. And so now they want to have a deep conversation. And it could be that they know that you're a deep person. And so who else better to have a deep conversation with, right? So that could be connected to you, of course. Oh yeah, see, there's something about the past. You know, they want to eject the tape of the past. They don't want to be in that old energy anymore. I feel like this person has changed. They've changed and shifted their energy, and they may want to reach out to you and tell you, see, look at that blessing in disguise. It's kind of like they have found the blessings in your separation. They have whatever happened between the two of you, like they're taking it and they are using it as a tool for growth. That's what I'm seeing here. It's beautiful. And it's kind of like a blessing in disguise, maybe perhaps, that you guys were not a success as a couple back then. Maybe it wouldn't have worked out anyways. Maybe you guys would have really done a lot of damage to each other, more than you already did. So we're going to do some layers here. What else do we need to know about this deep conversation? Okay, so this could be when you guys met. This could be when you guys broke up. But the energy of fall could also be a prophecy, meaning that somebody is going to reach out to you and want to have a deep conversation in the fall or autumn season. That's amazing. Now, fall to me is also like somebody had to fall. They had to fall into themselves. They had to face their shadow, because I do see the season of fall as an excellent time to do shadow work. They literally had to make peace with their own shadows first before they could really open up their heart space and have a deep conversation with you. So I feel like this is something that's happening here. All right, old footage. Yeah, see, crossroads. So this is the deal. They've had to make some sort of a decision on this road when it came to their past to make some sort of healthy changes, or else they were just going to keep going through the same cycle over and over again. It's kind of like if things didn't work out with you, right? This person may have been carrying around a pattern for a long period of time. And it's like, now they're just not interested. They're not interested in living their life the old way. It no longer just inspires them. It could just be filled with kind of empty energies here. So they had to fall into themselves and it's almost like they had to fall in love with themselves in order to be able to love another. That is what I'm seeing here. It's interesting energy. Blessing in disguise. Yeah, see, it's a blessing in disguise that things were blocked. It's a blessing in disguise that this didn't work out when you guys were together before. So that might help you too, the person watching the video, to gain some sort of closure here, that everything happens for a reason. Don't mistake that. Everything happens for a reason, and your connection with this person didn't happen for a reason. Now, of course, it could be for learning purposes. Maybe the two of you guys were supposed to trigger one another and then go into your separate ways, continue to have this soul bond together, and naturally be, drawn back to one another at a later date when you guys have done a lot of healing. So that's a blessing in disguise. That's what I'm seeing here. So let's clarify that love language, deep conversation, and fall. Yeah, okay, so this is the deal. I did pick this up earlier. Somebody, and it's your person, because they were tapped into your energy when they got it, okay? We had the Tower and Guide. They're guided to make contact with you, you guys. This is not a guarantee that they're going to do it, but it's there. They feel it. They feel this inner nudge that they're not sure if they can trust. They're not sure if they are correct in their guidance, but there's something that's nudging them, and it's the divine. It's spirit. So if they're opening themselves up to more of like a spiritual life or spiritual perspective, it's like something that they just can't shake. So again, they might be drawn to have a deep conversation with you and open up the lines of communication and speak a language of love. Okay, and fall could be significant for whatever reason. All right, old footage, crossroads. See, they had to change. Absolutely. They had to change. They had to strip their souls bare and go back into like ground zero. Start at ground zero again. Be reborn as the Fool. Very beginning of the journey is the Fool. So they no longer wanted to keep projecting old footage. They had to make some sort of changes. They were at a crossroads. I feel like something maybe major happened into your person's life that has caused this activation, as in, I no longer want to live my life this way. And do you see how high this person is in the clouds? They want to ascend. They want to live a high vibrational life. They don't want that same old energy that really was just causing them to feel dissatisfied in this life any longer. All right, blessing in disguise and barrier. What's the message here? Yeah, see, we have the devil. Look at that. So this is the thing, you guys. You guys were in the energy of the devil. Now, the devil can be very sexual, okay? So you and this person could have had, an amazing physical chemistry together, physical attraction. It was all there, but it could have just been based on all that at that time, It was only able to be a physical connection. There was not, somebody was not emotionally available. They were not open to having a deep commitment. Maybe they couldn't see past certain things. Maybe they judged you, and it's something that was a barrier for them. There was something about you and the way that you were, or maybe some of the things that you did that they judged you and said, I don't think I could be with this person. It could be vice versa as well. This could even be like codependency, a partner that's just kind of unhealthy and codependent. And so they can be kind of obsessive with the other person. It could be that somebody felt like they were becoming obsessed, and so they pulled away severely because they didn't want to get sucked in. I'm literally getting that energy. I didn't want to get sucked in. Your energy could be very fiery, and it could have been sucking this person in, especially sexually, if that resonates with some of you. And it's something that was just didn't feel healthy to them, and so they may have pulled the plug. Okay, so because you guys were not healthy versions of yourselves back then, that's why this didn't work out. So it's a blessing that you and this person did not have a successful relationship back then, because it wouldn't have been successful. But what I am getting now is that you guys have had an opportunity. I have all majors here, you guys. We have the Fool, we have the Devil, and then we have breaking all of these old paradigms and just starting fresh. So there's an opportunity to start fresh in this connection if you guys want it. You guys obviously both have to be on the same page, but I feel like somebody is starting to kind of wake up to this energy and is suddenly activated by perhaps an awakening or energy that they're tapped into now that maybe they weren't before, maybe they kind of pushed it away before, and they're open to the changes and transformations that all of this, new awakening and new perceptions are bringing. And they may want to have a deep conversation with you and kind of bare it all is what I'm getting. Bare their shadow, unashamedly, fuck, that's not a word. You know what I'm saying? So it's something like that. All right. So let's see what you have learned with your person. What lessons have you learned since you guys have been away from one another? What have you gained? What have you learned? Well, you may have actually put your guard up, okay? Became prickly, became pissed, put your shield up and said, I hate this motherfucker. I'll never trust anyone. I'll never love anybody again. If I see him, I'll kill him. Some kind of energy like that. You could have gone into that kind of energy. Just saying. But regardless of how much you tried to put a barrier up in your heart space towards this individual, the energy still remained. And it may have pissed you off and you may have fought it for a very long period of time just to find out that spirit was still knocking on your door and telling you that there's something to learn that is connected to this individual. And so you finally opened up the door and you finally took that guarded heart space away. And maybe once you did that, you started to feel the blessings of this connection rather than all the darkness that you thought this connection was. Now the stars align. Now the stars align because you did that, right? When you're in darker energy, you're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to go around in the same circles. You're just going to feel crummy. You're just going to feel, just nothing but hate and just feel crappy. It's no good. It's not a good place to be. And yes, shadow work is absolutely necessary. You have to face your darkness. You have to admit that it's there. You can't shame it. I mean, you can, but it's not to be shamed. It's not to be judged. It's not to be hid from. You're meant to face it. It's a part of you. But you're meant to heal those aspects of yourself. Our shadows have something to teach us, and especially if these shadows come up in the form of the people in your life that hurt you, the triggers, the things that happen because of this person. So I feel like their significance in your life did do something to you, and you went into this very negative, dark space and dark energy. But what you found, and you may have gone to great lengths, to shut this person out of your life. You may have destroyed everything they ever did, destroyed all evidence of pictures or maybe things that they made for you, or maybe said some negative things about them. Maybe you moved a million miles away, whatever it is. And maybe you felt that was going to protect you from this person's energy. But the thing is, the energy remained with you, and it remained with you for a reason. And I'm just getting here that the universe has something. It's like some sort of a favorable outcome from all of this. Your person got a blessing in disguise and you're getting favorable outcome. So the stars align when both of your energies finally get to a point to where you have let go and you have just trusted that maybe there's a higher purpose for this connection, is what I'm seeing here. All right, let's clarify. Cactus heart. Yeah. Whew. This is the thing, when you came together with this person, I mean, you could have felt an immediate connection with them, right? Maybe they felt it too, maybe they didn't, but you definitely felt like you were in union with your partner, like with your counterpart. You definitely felt that energy. And that's why it hurt you so badly, is because it was so special to you. See, signs. It's kind of like the universe would never allow you to forget this person. And you may have looked at it as a curse. That's the thing. You may have looked at this connection and your energy connected to this person. You may have looked at this as a curse. And when I say that, it's 4444 on the screen. So again, 4s are coming up huge in this reading. I don't know why. But anyways, the point is the universe would never let you forget. And I'm also getting perhaps that your person could have felt the same, but they could have been somewhere different energetically, where they were able to kind of shove down this connection and shove down what happened with the two of you and just kind of moved in another direction, kind of forgot about it and just really didn't deal with it. But it does seem to me like your person is somewhat affected and bothered by the things that happen between the two of you and this separation now. And I'm not making this shit up. It's what came up. 9 of Swords came up in your connected energy and in your person's heart space. They're longing and pining for you, and they're in an undesired separation with you. So this leads me to believe perhaps that your person has always kind of felt this energy tie with you as well. And maybe they have seen certain signs that are pointing to you. And maybe that's something like your energy is literally drawing this person back towards your direction. And maybe they're not even aware of it. They're just kind of, just being pulled. They don't know why. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out how the stars align in this whole situation, but they're just kind of up for the mystery of it, for the magic of it. And we have to see shadow work. When people did their shadow work, the stars finally aligned. When you finally forgave this person, when you finally held this person in your heart space. Now, what I want to say here is this. What was the archangel that came up at the very beginning of the reading? Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael has always been calling you to heal your heart chakra with this person. You could have literally felt your heart chakra crack open. And I have described this with my awakening. You literally have felt your heart chakra crack open, and you didn't do anything special. It just literally happened to you. And that is when you had your awakening. When you finally let go of the rage, when you finally let go of your hatred for this person and just loved them more than you thought you ever could. And that's the vibration that you're in right now. And that could be the vibration that's literally kind of softening the energy cords between the two of you. And it's causing this person to either A, think about you again, or B, contemplate making contact with you. So I'm getting here that they're seeing the signs. They're seeing the signs that maybe you have let go. But again, both of you still have fear. Despite the work that we do on ourselves as human beings, despite how spiritual we may feel that we are, our ego is always there to kick our ass and to test us. And you guys could be going through a little bit of that right now. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't do the tarot layer. Sorry. There could be more information. Hold on. Getting ahead of myself. Okay, so let's get some tarot and clarify. Clarify Cactus Heart and Union. I love this. 6 of Pentacles is about an equal exchange of give and take. I'm ready to receive now. I feel like what you've learned in this connection is that you had to forgive this person. You had to fill your heart space with love. You had to get to a point of healing yourself in order to love yourself enough to where you could love this person and see past their shadows. You may have really had to work on forgiveness with this one. Absolutely. And when you did that, you came into union with yourself. So it could be another reason why, because you've came into union with yourself, why this person is suddenly thinking about perhaps reaching out to you. What about love cords and signs? Yeah, see, somebody is feeling the energy. The Knight of Wands is somebody who's just kind of like throwing caution to the wind and doing something kind of risky. It might take a big risk on this person's part to just pick up the phone and just dial your number or send a message or something. It might really be something that is just so spontaneous, like you never thought it would happen. And I'm getting here that they're getting signs and you're getting signs. There's a lot of red energy here too. It's like, red root earth energy. that your person might be in, and they're just kind of like conjuring up this strength and the courage to come your way. But I feel like you've been getting signs about this, or you maybe always knew that this person would return one day. Now, with the Knight of Wands, though, the Knight of Wands is somebody who will sweep you off your feet, but it might be something that's just real quick, you know? And this doesn't mean that this person couldn't commit to you, and it doesn't mean that this person isn't looking for anything with you, but it just means that right now they don't want to come on too strong. They're going to try to come on very casual because they don't want you perhaps to know how much they actually really care for you still. So I feel like they might come in a very playful kind of a way, and you might mistake that as this person doesn't care, and I'm getting that's not true. It's you know the signs, you know the energy. Don't allow the actions to fool you. Stars align, favorable outcome, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the deal. People have been out in the cold long enough, isolated and alone. 5 of Pentacles is when we close the door on a situation. You know, you had to close the door on this person, or maybe they had to close the door on you. You guys had to go in separation for a reason because it forced people to go into their shadows, even you. But this is bringing a favorable outcome. Everything makes sense. Everything is going to make sense. Your connection, that is just all your energy and your lessons that are connected to this person, like it's coming. It's coming to a head, I'm getting, but it's also coming to a close. Meaning that maybe you guys will be able to have that conversation that just gives the both of you guys closure. Hell, maybe you guys will come together and have a really good time. Maybe you guys will come together and discover that you guys just want to be friends, or maybe you guys will come together and discover that, you know, you want to be together. So anything is possible. But I see very favorable outcome here, especially on your end with the work that you've done. Okay, so what signs, that's what we're going to ask Spirit now. What signs are maybe they've been providing for you all along, and your person all along, that are connecting the dots for the two of you to somehow align? Because I'm seeing it a lot here. I'm seeing that stars align and blessing in disguise, the signs card. There's some kind of signs that Spirit is trying to give to you right now when it comes to this connection for whatever reason. So let's just see what some of these signs might be. Okay, so we have Ladybug and Luck. So it could be here that being out in nature and seeing, you know, different types of insects, it could be a ladybug specific, that is going to be some sort of a positive sign to perhaps, you know, that something is coming, something's going to happen, that you're supposed to do something, etc. So let's get a tarot to go with this and see what this energy is all about. This right here is called this one's called my love sign, or Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. What the hell is this one called? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to grab those two, but, Tarot Grand Lux. I couldn't think of it. Okay, so we have the 5 of Wands, but the Page of Coins. Okay, so this is the deal. I feel perhaps this 5 of Wands is the energy that you guys have had in the past together. Somebody wants to come with a friendly offer, start fresh, start new, bring the pages, like the pages energy is just like, it's very gentle to see that, dear. It's very gentle energy. So maybe perhaps when you see ladybugs, or you're out in nature and you just basically are seeing signs from Spirit, or you're connecting with nature, that you're going to get, and it could even be that you see a deer as well, or you see maybe even butterflies, which are common, you know, ladybugs and deers and butterflies are very common, of course, and you might just see that as just like, you know, I'd see that every day, but maybe this will be a significant thing with whatever it is that you're internally struggling with, whether it's your ego or you're battling with your own mind. Maybe there's even competition in a situation. Maybe somebody's worried about that. But these signs from nature is really what I'm getting here. Signs from nature that luck is on your side. So this could be a special message for somebody watching the video that, hey, if you're feeling lucky and you're feeling like you want to take a risk or a chance, this might be a green light to do so. Let's get another message. Another sign from nature, but this says wasp, jealousy. There could be, again, with that 5 of Wands energy, that can sometimes be competition. There could be other people in a situation, and so people might feel like, oh my gosh, you know, maybe this is just something that I just don't want to deal with, or I don't want to deal with any drama. I don't want to cause any upheaval or drama in a situation. So This is Spirit's way of also saying here that you're going to get a variety of messages and a variety of answers and insight on what to do on all levels, kind of like why you might be feeling this or why this might be a factor. So I'm getting here, be open to with whatever sign Spirit's trying to give to you, because they are trying to tell you something very valuable. They're trying to give you some sort of solid information about something that you're struggling with. Okay, I'm not reading reversals in this one here, but we've got the Two of Coins. You know, again, something that you're going back and forth with. You're going back and forth, back and forth. Could also be, too, that you don't want to be juggled. You don't want to be juggled, and you don't want to deal with the situation where somebody is not, 100% available, or they might juggle you and someone else, or vice versa. So it's just kind of like, do I do this again? Do I not do this again? Is it the right time? Can we just be friends kind of energy? I'm getting all of that. It's very strange. Getting all of that. And we have white, purity. Okay, so I'm getting here that if your intentions are pure, you have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose if your intentions are pure. If your intentions are for healing purposes and you're in that light energy, you're safe. If you're innocent, or if your intentions are pure and innocent and you're coming from the light, I'm getting here, you cannot go wrong. You can't go wrong. You just can't go wrong in this situation. When we're coming from a place of unconditional love, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens. You did it coming from the pureness of the light in your heart. Two want to come out on this one. Okay, so we do have the Knight of Coins and the Four of Coins. So I feel here the Knight of Coins is very slow moving. This is a person that's very methodical. They're not just going to rush in if they don't feel guided to. So I feel like the person that you are watching this video for, you guys, or maybe it's vice versa, this could even be your energy. It's like somebody feels like they want to rush in, but at the same time, they're really trying to play it smart. They're not trying, like they're holding on to what they got. They're not revealing all of their cards. So you might not be dealing with somebody that's usually very just spontaneous or just does things like that. But this reading is telling you that they might be feeling a lot of these things, but they're not acting on it. They're just trying to play it cool. They're trying to play it cool right now, but I do feel like someone is struggling and they're going back and forth with something, and they're trying to kind of remain in the light. They're trying to also respect things too. They're trying to act with integrity right now. And the Four of Coins is somebody who's just kind of like, I'm not sure if I'm ready to give up my coins, or I'm not sure if I'm ready to make myself vulnerable. So there's that fear that's coming in again. So both of you guys kind of go back and forth, but I definitely see more of an energy of somebody who is really paying attention to spirit, really paying attention to their own energies and their own vibrations, and making the best choice for everyone involved, including themselves. That's what I'm seeing here. So I feel like, just if I have any advice for the people that are watching this video, just try to remain calm. Everything is going to work out exactly how it is supposed to, period. Okay? So I know that we kind of already went into this, but we're going to go into it a little bit deeper. You and your person are having some sort of telepathy or some sort of dreams, because we already saw the love energy cords. Now, you may be a little bit more aware of it than they are, but what is this person? Because they're longing for you. So that tells me that there is some energy that they're pining away for you in some sort of way. What does the pictures in their mind look like when they think about you? Okay. What do the pictures in their mind look like when they think about you? This is the Oracle of, I don't know why I can't think of anything today. This is the Ciro Marchetti Oracle, or Marchetti. Oracle Visions, there it is. Oh my God. Okay. So it's not an accident, you guys, that we have two cards that showcase this very nurturing energy. And this is the energy that you're in with your person. I'm getting here that they feel you. They feel your energy. They feel you holding them. They may want to snuggle up to you. They may feel very safe in your presence, very nurtured by you. You could be just a very nurturing type of energy. This could also be somebody who's thinking about having a baby with you. you know, and maybe you're not in that age where that's something that either, you know, that's possible, or you want that, or, you know, might not be that. But I'm getting for some of you here, this person might dream about having a child with you, or what it would be like to have a family with you. This is the Tarot of Dreams. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. So remember, your person already had the Eight of Cups, okay? And where it came up for them, let me just show you guys where it came up for them. Let me just grab it. As with all the mermaid stuff. Okay, so it came up with the farewell of the moon. And for whatever reason, I can't find it now. But your person, it's like they might feel that this situation may just be better left untouched. They may not want to create any issues. They may not want to come back out of fear or whatever's going on here, okay? They may not want to create any kind of issues for either one of you. And so it might just be easier for them to just walk away. But there's something I feel that draws them to your energy, so it kind of makes it a little difficult. It makes it a little difficult for them to just walk away. But the Eight of Cups is also a card of ascension. You can see that this person is leaving what they have here. And this is gold. This could be money. This could be, you know, all kinds of materialistic things. But they're literally, they're looking for something higher. They're looking for like a higher purpose in life. Or maybe even a higher love or a higher connection. So when they think about you, they're connecting something to you that's more ascended, or it's a higher vibration of connection than maybe they've experienced with other people. What else do they think about? Ooh, so Pandora's box. Do I open up Pandora's box, or do I leave it the fuck alone? What do I do? It's that kind of energy, right? So somebody is not sure on whether or not they should open up Pandora's box. What will happen if I do that? Page of Swords. I feel like this Page of Swords is just kind of observing. This person could be, maybe not. They could be watching your social media if you have one. Or this could just be them trying to kind of gather up information, perhaps. Maybe the internet. And if none of that applies, it could just be somebody in their headspace just trying to come to some sort of clarity about what the fuck they're thinking and what's going on here. Seriously. This is somebody who's just trying to gain some sort of clarity, and they're trying to be logical and objective about this decision rather than just letting their heart and their emotions or their energy get the best of them. They really are trying to make a sound judgment call on whether or not they should just walk away from you or that they should open up Pandora's box. Do you see how both of these cards are talking to each other here? All right, last message. Yeah, this is the deal. I really feel like your person either wants to deliver closure to you and or themselves, or the both of you guys, because they know that perhaps they've left you in that kind of energy to where they didn't really explain anything to you. They just either walked away, or maybe you just walked away from them. So I'm getting here that there is some sort of a desire for closure here, or just healing. Closure and healing. Yeah, another page. So this person's just in their headspace. They might not be in the energy where they feel like they can make any moves at this present time, but they're really examining and they're really thinking a lot about you. That's what I'm getting here. But they are thinking about the pain, but they're also thinking about how good they feel or felt when they were with you. And they're trying to determine on whether or not, if they were to make contact with you, is it going to create, mass chaos, the tower energy, remember? Do they make this contact with you? Do they reach out to you, or do they just walk away? I feel like your person isn't sure what they want to do. They can get up. That's the thing with this. This girl, these little ties are around her very loosely, and then she has the sword. She could pick up that sword and get rid of this energy. She could walk away. If she really, really wanted to, she could release herself and walk away. But maybe she doesn't want to. So this person's in their headspace kind of trying to still figure out what they want to do about you and this situation, and they haven't made a decision yet. All right. Yeah. Well, let's just see if this person were to come towards you. What are some of these future messages? What are some of the words that they would want to say to you? What might they say? What may they share? Let's see. What kind of energies would they be bringing your way? Let's say that. Like, what are their intentions? What do they want to bring? What do they desire most? What do they want to do? We can see they have a lot of desire to do something at the end of the day. What do they want? Like, if fear wasn't a factor, what would they want? Okay, so we have Spirit of the Flocks connected with you have been in my dreams. So this just confirms, you guys, that this person has been dreaming about you. You know, I don't just say things just to say things. I feel them in the readings. I connect the cards. Things just make logical sense. And that's just what I got from this. Your person's been dreaming about you. You've been dreaming about them. The energy is very connected. But there could be rivals, you guys. There could be rivals. And I kind of picked that up with the Five of Wands energy. There could be other people that are in the way right now, and people aren't sure that they want to get involved with that. Or they're maybe trying to figure it out if there are any rivals. Who's around you? You know, who's your posse? Who are you hanging out with? What are you saying? I'm getting that with the gossip energy. What are you saying? Maybe they're trying to decipher something that you're saying that they hear, trying to get some sort of details or understanding about you with what you're saying. And maybe that's vice versa as well. What else? Spirit. Because shit is not clear. It's kind of like there's so much undertone is what I'm getting here. There's so much undertone. It's very confusing. You might be trying to figure out something about them. They're trying to figure out something about you, and you guys just cannot get a clear picture on one another. You just can't. It's hard. It's a mystery. See, I feel safer in the silence. So again, this person is just like, kind of like you, remember? Your sanctuary, you're in that bathtub. You're just basically just staying nice and safe in your environment. They feel safer in the silence. Even though they're confused, I'm getting here that your person wants to figure it out for themselves. They're not looking for you to take any action. They're not looking for you to do anything. I feel like they want to come to their own conclusions, okay? They're just following the signs is what I'm getting here. They're following the signs. And what else? Okay, so we're getting the feminine energy here. So receptive, intuitive, and nurturing. So we got that card already. Nurturing, the fertility card, that just feeling really good in your energy. So what do they want with you? Well, as much as there might be some energies that are kind of confusing to them, or maybe even some opposing energies, they do feel very receptive to you. And they may feel drawn to your feminine spirit right now. Your spirit is very strong. It's very magnetic. And so it's drawing them in like a magnet is what I'm seeing here. I know I screwed things up, and I honestly have no idea how to fix it. So your person knows that they did something in this connection to screw it up, and they just don't know how to fix it. So it's easier for them to just stay safer in the silence. But I'm getting here that this is an energy that's just going to continue to grow stronger and stronger until they either clear it and release it, or they do something about it. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. So what are the energies that are going to continue to grow, that are going to continue to increase in this connection? Let's see. What are the energies that are going to continuously grow and multiply in your connection that you guys are both going to feel towards one another? What are the growing energies here? Energies that will continue to grow stronger. We have the Fool's energy. You know, the Fool is about taking a risk. Taking a risk, man. Just taking a risk, throwing caution to the wind and saying, fuck it. Who cares what happens? It's not an irresponsible energy, though, in the Fools. It's just kind of like you're following your intuition. You're letting spirit be your guide. You're making a decision based on faith to start over and start fresh. You're just doing it. See, look at that. It's going to get stronger and stronger. The pull and the energy towards one another, I feel, is just going to continuously get stronger. And it might even cause someone in a situation that has issues or has challenges and obstacles to clear those things up. Could be. Seven of Swords energy. I feel like you guys are going to continuously try to find ways to kind of either get hidden information or to kind of figure out what's going on with the other person by kind of being sneaky about it, doing some investigation, being behind the scenes, coming up with some sort of strategy as to how best to move forward with the situation. So I feel like you guys are going to kind of battle, but I do see the Strength card as we're restraining ourselves still. We're restraining ourselves from taking that leap of faith. So I feel like it's a strong feeling that's still felt in the connection, but we're not necessarily taking an upfront approach towards it. Okay. But I feel like Spirit is helping us to see that there's a better way. If we would just take that risk and put our ego to the side, this like would get solved immediately. Like all of this stuff that you've gone through, all of this suffering, all of this confusion and even anxiety or fear, you're going to know it was all for nothing because there was nothing to be afraid of at all. And we have the five of, that's the Hierophant's energy. I was going to say the Five of Wands again, but it's the Hierophant. You know, the Hierophant is about having faith. The Hierophant is also about spirituality. It's also about spiritual connections. It's about purpose. It's about learning a spiritual lesson here. So at the end of the day, you guys, there is a spiritual lesson that you have tied to one another. And the more that you have faith and the more that you trust, I'm getting that energy is going to work out better for you rather than this energy. So we've got light and we also have that shadow. So there's that back and forth, Two of Pentacles. Do I, don't I? Do I, don't I? So I feel like even moving forward, you guys are still going to hold on to some confusing energy towards one another. But it's just probably a part of your journey. Yeah, Page of Coins though. So I do like this because the Page of Coins showed up before and it was kind of like, just if your offer or your communication is friendly, then I'm getting it's going to be reciprocated with friendliness. So it's, it's a very unattached, it's not coming from a hateful place. It's not coming from anything where you're expecting anything. It's very friendly. And I feel like that would be a very good approach for both people, is to not only give it, but to also receive it in a very friendly, non-expecting way with like zero expectations, and just kind of being happy to at least maybe even be talking again or getting that friendly gesture from your person, or them getting it from you. But whatever it is, I feel like it's very healing, very, very healing. It's like no longer having to hide the mystery of all of this. It's like it dissipates. But I feel like it's, perhaps going to take a little bit more time. People are going to have to, you see this little, this not little, but you see this fool and he's got his little dog and he's just, kind of cruising around. He's trying to figure out what he's doing in the world. Just checking things out, being super spiritual, just, kind of getting down into the depths of the soul. So it's like the beginning of a journey, right? The beginning of a journey. It takes time. That's why we've got that time, it's like a sand time thing. I know there's a name for it, but I can't think of it. But yeah, it's just going to take some time. It's going to take some time. So let's go ahead and just close up the reading with the last thing that Spirit wants you to know about this connection. What do they want you to understand and know about this connection at this time? Let's see. It's the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know and understand about this connection, that it can be healed. That's the Stars card. The Star is about spiritual healing. It's about spiritual ascension. It's about having hope and faith. It's the stars. It's the universe that is guiding you. These chains, this bondage can be broken, can be healed. You can come towards the light with this connection. So I feel like what Spirit is trying to say is that the stars are going to align and there's going to be a positive outcome with this whole entire situation for the both of you. No matter what happens. No matter what happens, it's going to be liberating. With the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is somebody who brings it. This is somebody who's in their power. This would be like a divine masculine who's in his power, that makes things happen, that's very confident. They feel ready. So I feel perhaps that maybe when this person is feeling like much better and they're feeling like they've gotten a hold of their healing, or they have a handle on their healing, It could be that something changes in the future. With the Eight of Cups, yeah, the Eight of Cups, again, it's like when we walk away or when we allow somebody that time and that distance in order to find themselves, they do. And when they do, they're healed. You're healed. It's for ascension purposes is what I keep getting here. It's spiritual ascension with the Star and the Eight of Cups. You know, we let people go. If they return, then there could be something that we are going to heal together. And we have the Queen of Wands. Look at this. We have a Queen of Wands and a King of Wands. That's very significant, you guys, when we have court cards, such as a Queen and a King that match in the suit of fire. You guys are both in the same spiritual frequency and vibration, and that is when you guys are going to come back together. So there might be a continued separation between the two of you, but I'm getting here that when you guys have done your work and when you guys have really healed, there may be a coming back together. There may be a reunion. And we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is trying not to stay and fight for something that isn't working right now. So you've got to allow this time and this space that this person needs to heal, as well as yourself, in order for the two of you to heal and to perhaps come back together when the timing is right. So Spirit's trying to tell you, try not to push the situation. Try not to force anything to happen. Everything is within divine timing. The Five of Swords means that somebody's got to pull out, meaning like you guys both can't be trying to fight and trying to make something happen at the same time. Somebody has to kind of pull back. And I do see that the feminine in this reading, which we did see specifically, was the Queen of Wands. She doesn't have to do much. And now it doesn't mean she's sitting back and she's lazy and she's just kind of like, you know, this person needs to come to me. It's not in an egotistical way. It's her inner knowingness that knows when this person is ready, that they will come back and that they will make contact. And if they don't, then it just simply wasn't meant to be. That's literally what I'm getting here, you guys. That is the last message, okay? So let's just go ahead and end with the energy oracle here. I don't know if I told you guys that's the energy oracle. Let's end with some messages from Spirit, what they want to leave you with besides just this. What thoughts do they want you to leave you with? What do they want you to consider? I love this. Angel of Balance is like the Temperance's energy. They want you to consider that right now there's divine timing that is at work here. That they're literally handling things behind the scenes. So Spirit sees that there's still a need for balance either within yourselves or this connection. So they're asking you to be patient with this process. And you might feel like you've been patient for a long enough period of time, but Spirit's saying, too bad. Be a little bit more patient, even moving forward. And we have the Sun. Again, this is not a time for you to be sad. It's not a time for you to be dark. It's not a time for you to pine. It's a time for you to live. It's a time for you to just, be out in nature. Bask in the glory of the sun. Fill yourself up. Feel happy. Feel good. Feel alive. Grow. That's the Sun's energy. It's not a time to be sad about this. It's a time to grow. And we have envy. So it's interesting because we had jealousy and we also had envy. So there might still be some shadows, you guys, that people have. Like we have this darkness and then we have all of the Sun's energy on the outside. It's like out there. To stay inside, to stay in our shadow, to stay in a dark place, we're not living. There is a time for shadow work, yes. But at some point, we have to live again. We have to continue to move on with our lives. And so if this person never makes contact with you and never makes these wrongs right, you're going to have to come to your own either conclusions or do this healing on your own in order to gain this closure. We don't always get chips. He's trying to chew a piece of paper that I wrote on, and it's really important. God dang it, stop. Hold on, you guys. I'm sorry. He's going to ruin it. Just like you're ruining this reading. Sorry. It's the paper that has all the information for the reading that Queen of Light 1111 and I are going to do. Okay. So What I'm getting here is that Spirit is just telling you that you've got to find a way to kind of break through any negative feelings or negative energy. Life will pass you by. Yes, it will, but that's your doing if it does. So Spirit wants you to remember that. This person isn't holding you hostage. You're not holding them hostage. The way that we react and the way that we respond to energies is on us. It's not on other people, it's on us. And we have storm warning. Spirit does want you guys to understand that there is something on the horizon. We did see the tower, I believe, 2 times in this reading. There is some kind of an upswing in the future, some kind of perhaps chaotic event, but it's a tower moment and it's divinely orchestrated, meaning that it's time. So it might be also too that you've known that something is on the horizon, or that something is in the works for a while. Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? Again, it keeps coming up. Be careful what you have wished for, because something is about ready to happen. And we have this energy of broken heart. But what I'm getting here is that this is literally going to be coming out of this energy of broken heart. That's what I'm seeing here. It's an energy where it might break your heart to make a decision. This chaos might break your heart. But what I'm seeing here is so much beautiful energy of this king and queen bringing their energies into balance, mending this broken heart, stepping into the energy of the sun. That is how I'm seeing it. But in the meantime, you can't waste any more time waiting for this to occur. It's either going to or it's not meant to be. And you have to find some sort of balance and peace with that. And things just kind of start to happen when you least expect it, when you're not waiting for it. It seems like people come out of the woodworks when you've just kind of let go. And that's kind of what I'm getting here, is that you've learned to let go of this individual. And you might just be tuning into this energy today, just kind of out of curiosity, but maybe you've let this person go a long time ago and you've just been in a state of acceptance and balance and healing. And now all of a sudden, you hear all this stuff and it's just like, that's kind of interesting, but you're not putting too much weight on it. It's just kind of like, well, if it happens, great. If it doesn't, then, I'm okay too. And that's just what I feel like Spirit is leaving you with. Be right in the middle. Even-mindedness is the key to life. It really is. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed that reading. Thank you again for watching, and I hope it did resonate with you guys. And if it didn't, no worries. You don't have to take it. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.